I got it. I know just what I'm gonna hit him with. Where till I get him inside? Guard, get him, will you?
We've got to get back to the court, Mr. Thomas.
Okay.
Thank you.
In all your born days, did you ever hit one like him?
As the statutes tell us, 12 good men and women, tried and true, comprised the jury. These were mostly tried, for this was the 5th consecutive day of their deliberations in the case of the People versus Calder and Vale on a charge of murder in the 1st degree.
You know, that man is either what is politely known as socially offensive, or he's the holdout.
The newsie? Give him his distance. You notice? You're enjoying it. Any reason why I shouldn't? No reason, except that most people in your position would, What, Charles?
Most people would what? Behave differently?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I find it fascinating.
Of course.
Exciting, even. Is that so extraordinary that I should find my own trial invigorating?
Well, I'd better get down to court.
Pudgy, man, you're my favorite juror.
Honey, that isn't doing you any good. And you've got such nice hands.
I have to go through another day.
Honey, the sweetest word in the language in a case like yours is hung. A hung jury, I mean. Honey, when they come in fast, that's curtains. Waiting's a lot better. That's awful final, curtains.
Say, not bad for courthouse coffee. You want some? Well, you did okay. You did everything that you could. Testified, stated the facts objectively, as it happened. I'm telling you, that's an official observation.
Well, I still think I could have done more. Oh, what are you smiling at, Fry?
I wasn't. That's just my face. Oh, you did fine, Adam. You knocked yourself out.
Suppose they come up with a verdict of not guilty.
And that's the verdict.
But, Mike, they're guilty. They killed in cold blood.
Guilty is what a jury says is guilty. That's the law. There isn't any other kind.
What do you make as a juror, Pappas?
Don't understand.
What are you getting paid for serving on this jury?
Same as you, no?
Right. $10 a day.
Yeah.
Now, what do you make on that stand of yours?
Oh, you mean what?
Yes. Selling papers. How much? $3? $4? $5?
Please, maybe.
So you're making $6 or $7 a day more sitting here than you do on the outside, right? All right, we're going to take up a collection. Here's $50 to start it off. That's the same as you'd make if you kept us here another whole week. All right, let's take a vote.
All right.
You insult me. You insult me, Minster, and I answer you. You think everything is money. Well, you're wrong, mister. I get up in the morning, I go to my stand. A lot of people I know to say hello, you know, New York Times, Mirror, News, they buy. Yeah. A few people I know well, few friends. And Sundays I just walk, you know, museum, parks, zoo. I love this city. I love and I respect. I never before served on the jury this first time. And I say not guilty. Here we go.
I say innocent till proven guilty. And I say that this case not proven. No.
We'll never get out.
What do you expect?
All right.
Right up to the
All
ears.
right. We're deadlocked. That's it. Guard! Guard!
If you've got to scream, would you try and scream a little more quietly?
But if I just had another day, 24 hours.
We dredged, Adam. We dredged 4 times. How much more do you want?
I want to see Calder and Vale where they belong.
Take in a movie. I mean it. Take the day off. What's the proof, Eddie?
His Honor just talked to the guards.
Huh?
You know better than that, Mike. It's confidential.
Of course, Eddie.
They sent word out that they're hung.
Hung?
His Honor told them, there'll be no hung jury. You will bring in a verdict. And I'm quoting. Then he took off for his club.
The judge?
Can I drop you off?
Where you going?
Calder's place, her apartment, the summer house.
I never said a word.
Just a little useless observation. The case is in the hands of the people in that room, period.
If evidence can be found before the verdict is brought in, Mike.
Do yourself a favor. Get out from under. Make a date with Libby. Live a little.
Is that official?
All right. Our work is cut out for us. One way or the other, we must try to agree.
Hey, what?
Now, I think everyone in this room is honest and tired and wants to go back to their respective homes and businesses. So, could we all keep quiet? Just listen. While one person on each side, for the last time, I hope, presents their points fully and without interruption. Now, could we agree on that at least? Would you, Mr. Hackett, who speaks so well and so persuasively, sum up the majority view? And after Mr. Hackett, we'll listen to Mr. Pappas. Agreed?
Okay.
Let us bear in mind that if we, in this quiet room, do not render justice, justice may never be rendered.
You know, if you ever run for president, you got my vote.
On the afternoon of the night in question, Richard Calder and his admitted lover, Eunice Vale, had supper together in a Manhattan restaurant. They left together and drove to Calder's summer home in Riverdale.
Drink?
No.
Mind if I do?
No.
Thank you. Do you good. It's excellent whiskey.
Richard,
Mm-hmm.
why?
Again?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, honey, how do you explain a decade of torment? Slow death. Slow, polite death. It's always polite. What are the choices? Divorce? She won't give me one. The status quo? It's intolerable. Eunice, I'm sick and tired of this examination and re-examination. That's it.
I must be out of my mind.
You just tell me. I'll pull over to the curb and you can step out. Walk away just like that.
Just like that. Never see you again? Drive.
You won't be sorry. Everything you've ever wanted.
Richard, tell me.
Well, she'll get there at 10:45.
No. That's not what I mean. Tell me. We're going to kill your wife.
You need the words? Don't you know? Look at me. Look at my face. She should be here in a minute. She's always punctual. You wait for me over by the dock.
Are you sure? Huh?
I'm not late, am I, Richard?
No. Did you bring your bag?
I packed and ready and so pleased.
Now, let me get it for you.
Richard, I think this idea of our going away, just the two of us.
Darling, her bag is on the back seat. Get it, will you?
Is she?
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed.
Wait for me.
Take your time. Walk. Soon I'll have it. Open it. Take 2 large stones out of there. Put them in the bag.
Let me take it.
In this pocket here, her glasses. Get them. Put them here, will you? Bag. Put them in.
Get in the boat.
I'm freezing. I need that.
No! Will you let me finish?
No, there was no body found. Never. So nobody knows that woman is dead.
Of course no body was found there. The tides are 8 feet deep. The currents are like a whirlpool.
Don't prove she's dead, mister. Dead. Don't prove that she's killed.
You wouldn't believe it if you saw it yourself.
I give up. I mean it. I'm finished.
He's stupid. He doesn't listen. You're a stupid, stubborn, selfish
That's
little...
enough. We don't need that. Do you still want the floor, Mr. Pappas?
Oh, yes, sure.
Well, I don't want to hear him.
Well, I do. I want to hear him.
Why?
For pity's sake, give the man the same courtesy he gave us.
Why?
I'll tell you why. Because I think this man is honest. And if he isn't convinced after what Mr. Hackett said, which is exactly what I believe happened, then maybe there's something the matter with what I think. Now, you have 5 minutes, Mr. Pappas.
Shoot, Demosthenes. You got the floor. You have 5 minutes.
Without interruption.
Well, yes, of course. Of course, 5 days is a long time in one room. It's true. But I'm not going to vote as you do, just because I'm tired or got something else to do or because of money. No. Until it is proven that beyond a reasonable doubt is proven that those two have killed in cold blood, I will argue. 5 days or 50 days, I will argue. Because, please, the most precious gift God gave us all, He gave those two also. Life.
Yeah.
Libby?
Oh, hi. Come on up.
Baby, how wild are you?
Well, how wild do you want me to be?
How would you like to put on a sweater and a big heavy coat and that pretty fur hat of yours?
I knew it. You've been busted and sent to Alaska.
And not make bad jokes.
Alaska and not make bad jokes. I give up.
How would you like to go dredging?
I thought the jury was still considering that one.
They are, but they're still out.
What does Dr. Mike Parker have to say?
Dr. Parker advised me to take the day off and to visit Libby.
You following his prescription?
That's me. Honey, make up your mind, yes or no?
Got a cigarette? Well, light it, but don't go out on the street without me.
What?
Just do as you're told. Nanook of the North, reporting for duty. Wild enough?
Well done. Well done.
That's nice.
All right? They draw up to kill her, you say. All right? They hit her, you say.
I don't say. The evidence points to it.
What evidence? How? Who saw her? Who testified? Who? Nobody. Well, what you say, mister, is indictment. But did they prove it? Did they prove it by testimony?
Look.
Now, the girl, she took the stand, she testified, questions under the oath. Why, she... Here is this,
The transcript.
Yes.
Yes.
This we must vote on. Now. Oh, here. Testimony of Eunice Vale. Listen, I believe this girl.
State your name and occupation.
Eunice Vale. I was Richard Calder's secretary.
What kind of work did you perform?
I handled mostly important sales and private matters for Mr. Calder.
What was your personal relationship with Richard Calder?
We planned to be married.
You, Mr. Calder, was already married.
I knew.
Tell us, in your own words, what happened that day.
We were going to take a ride in the country. We wanted to get out of the city for a while. And we expected to see Mrs. Calder that evening.
You know, you have an awful lot of courage, my darling.
No, I haven't. Not really. Just can't stand us the way we are now.
Well, she can be terribly brutal, my polite society wife.
Nothing could be worse than having you and not having you.
I'll tell you. If you weren't going with me, I think I'd turn around and go back.
But I am. We're going to tell her together. That's the whole idea. We got to the summer house about 11 because Mrs. Calder said to meet her there at her house.
I mean, it's 1:30. She's not going to come. Let's go back.
No. I want to wait. I want it over with tonight.
You're not too cold, are you?
No.
Could wait inside.
That's her house.
I really don't deserve you.
I come with complications. I don't think I don't. We waited. She never came. We waited until 12:30, but she never came.
Two lovers in the moonlight.
Why not? Do you know why not?
When we realized she wasn't coming, we took out the motorboat. It was 12:30 a.m. It was so beautiful and quiet. We wanted to just ride, to feel the wind in our faces, the clean air. She's a liar.
Why? Because you say so?
Cold, baby?
Yes, I'm cold.
I'm sorry. The jury's probably filed in already.
Where is she if she's not dead and buried under the river?
Well, maybe she went away with someone. Another man, maybe. Well, it happens. Even to nice ladies.
Give me that transcript. Testimony of Mrs. Laura Haynes, Mrs. Calder's sister. That morning, After reporting my sister's disappearance...
I warned her not to marry him. And I told her 100 times to leave him.
Well, maybe this time she did.
Have you ever seen a man hit a woman? I mean, really hit her?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
Well, I hadn't. Not until 3 nights ago when he did it. Beat her to the floor.
Was that reported?
She wouldn't do that. She's loyal. Stupidly. To her, marriage was a covenant. May her soul rest in peace.
And you're convinced she's dead? Pardon my bluntness.
If my sister were alive, Mr. Flint, she'd be with that man today.
Then where is Mrs. Calder? The trial has been on for months. Wouldn't a woman, that kind of a woman, come forward if she were alive?
Yes, but who knows another woman's heart? Anybody's heart, except his own. Nobody. Not even a sister. Maybe there is someone. Maybe she's, she's just ashamed, so she go away.
That's conjecture. Guesswork on your part.
Well, yours too. You guess, but you, Mr. Hackett, you must not guess because you say that they are guilty. You cannot guess for someone to be guilty. You must know, Mr. Hackett. Believe beyond reasonable doubt. Yes. Because if what I say could be, if it is just possible, then I'm right.
If we say they're guilty, then we're saying 2 things. That she's dead. We believe beyond a reasonable doubt that she's dead.
Well.
And that they killed her. No conjecture. Beyond a reasonable doubt, we believe they did it.
What are you saying?
I want to ask the judge.
What?
His instructions. I've got to because I'm not clear. I'm not that sure.
Hey, I found something last night. A quote from the Greek.
What is it? I don't know yet.
I'm sorry, what?
My quotation. Pindar.
Okay.
Blessed is the man who by excellence of hand and speed of foot takes by strength and daring the highest of prizes. Truth.
Well, what do you want me to do now, Flint?
Keep trying.
Let me reiterate my charge. In most cases, the death of the victim is apparent. The body is a fact. In such cases, the law requires that the prosecution prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendants committed the crime. In the case before you, you must also be convinced that the defendants committed the act as charged. But prior to that, you must be satisfied in your own minds that a murder has been committed, that the wife of the defendant Calder is, beyond any reasonable doubt, dead.
You have a phone, Artie?
Yeah, shipped ashore in the cabin.
Lieutenant Parker's office.
Hello, Phil. It's me, Adam.
It's Adam.
Adam.
Oh, Mike. Mike, we found a suitcase, packed and weighted down.
Adam, listen to me.
Did you hear what I said?
Adam, the jury came in 20 minutes ago. Not guilty.
Mr. Pappas.
Good morning, dear.
49 Grove Street is proud of you.
Thank you.
Well.
Morning.
Hi. Hey, on a level. She that beautiful? Oh, you know, Belt. Listen, they had on the radio last night.
Oh, yes?
The whole thing. Terrific. How's about a couple of sugar donuts? Oh, come on. Go ahead. Compliments of my boss.
Nice day.
Read about you, Emil. Thank you. See you tomorrow, Emil.
So two people who killed in cold blood go free.
They were tried and they were acquitted.
But this is new evidence, Mike. Reopen the case.
Case is closed. That's the law.
We'll get them on another crime.
What crime?
Well, how would I know?
Look, Mike, he can't be
Let
allowed.
me tell you something. In this country, we feel it's better that 1,000 guilty people go free than to have one innocent person to suffer.
But they killed a woman.
Try listening. Without the law of double jeopardy, a person could be put on trial forever. He could be acquitted, hit him, reacquit him, hit him again. Keep hitting him until you nail him. What kind of peace of mind would a person have? When would a case ever be settled?
Yes, but these are murderers, Mike.
These murderers have been in jeopardy. Do you know what that means? It means being locked up, facing a trial where your life is at stake, holding your breath, dying, until a jury comes to a decision. The law of double jeopardy says that no person has to go through this ordeal more than once.
I wonder what he feels like now.
Calder? Like he owns the world.
I wasn't thinking about him. I was thinking of the news dealer.
Who's there?
Mr. Calder,
What is it?
this is Emil Pappas from the jury.
Oh. Yes, come right up, please. Second floor.
Right this way, Mr. Pappas. It's wonderful to see you, Mr. Pappas. Why don't you come right up? Come in, sir. Come in.
Hello, Mr. Pappas.
Mr. Pappas, we both of us owe you a great deal, and I want you to know how much we appreciate it. Darling?
Yes?
Look here.
What?
Well, thank you.
You killed her.
That's right.
We freed you.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
You've got to give yourself up.
No, that's wrong. Do you drink, Mr. Pappas? Would you care to join me?
You murdered your wife.
I told you I did.
You tell me this to my face.
Yeah, well, you did ask.
You stop it, please.
Well, honey, you did. I hit her with a jack handle. And then I wrapped her body in a tarpaulin.
Why, you sit there. Just drinking, smiling. You feel nothing. Nothing, huh? You kill. You spit on the law, on the jury, me.
Well, I'm terribly sorry if I've offended you. Darling, that's got too much ice. Would you please? Would you mind?
You've got to give yourself.
Well, you better run along now. Honey? Hey? Don't cool off on me, please. Please don't do it. I need you. And you need me. I mean it. Honey, I don't want to frighten you, but they may prosecute you for perjury. They can. Lying on a stand under oath. The penalty is something like 10 years. Honey. It doesn't concern me because I didn't testify, but you did. Honey, let me take you away. Just tell me where you'd like to go. What exquisite, remote part of the world appeals to you? Is there anything in the world more exciting than living a moment like this? Honey, please.
sweet Lord who gives justice and mercy. For what I'm going to do, forgive me.
Not getting any younger. Did you find the tennis rackets? Where'd you see some of this junk in here? Been in here for a year or more. I can't make up my mind. Montego Bay or one of those little bays. It's just you and me and the reefs. What do you say? Huh? My, we're very quiet in there. Eunice?
I would have done anything in the world for him.
Yes, ma'am.
We loved each other. Otherwise, there was no point. Why else did I do it if not because I loved him? And because there was no other way. So everything was all right because I believed that there was no other way. Can you understand that? He never meant it. I know that now. And even if he had meant it, it was wrong. It was wrong. Always and forever. I confess to an act of hate and an act of violence. And an act of murder. I place myself at your mercy. Your forgiveness I cannot ask.
Punish me! Please punish me!
65th Precinct. Who? Just a minute.
Lieutenant Parker.
He's down there right now. Has been for the last 10 minutes. I've been watching. You get over here and get over here right now. Come on. You're getting warm, my Avenger.
Play the game out. Like tag. I'm it. Shoot me and you win. Shoot! Do it. Do it. If you can't do it for my wife, you do it for the kittens I drowned, and the pups I tortured, and the birds I maimed with my BB gun. Well, in my whole life, I never did a decent thing, huh? Not ever. I used to hide my grandfather's cane. I ruined my father, and I deceived my mother, and I lied and cheated and stole. Now I've committed murder, and I've gotten away with it. 1, 2, 3, fire! Do it, do it, do it. Oh, do it, do it, do it!
Frank, call an ambulance. Adam, the cuffs.
There are 8 million stories in the naked city. This has been one of them.
This has been a Screen Gems film presentation. Herbert B. Leonard, executive producer.